While it's loading, I want to take this opportunity to point out I have not done anything with the Festival of Lost outside of last week's stream, and probably will not have the time to. Although it's quite disappointing. But it's part of life. Okay, so let's head to the tower, see what Ada has. And as you can see, I've got a Pine bundle. So I'm going to be unveiling that, although it's a little on the late side. It is still some relatively new content either way, so that's probably more than anything else right now. Although I did recently find something on Twitter where they were talking about how, or I'm sorry, X, because Musk is all about the X. But apparently people were actually saying how they don't like having masks as temporary armor pieces. They rather just have it convert in or be converted into what was the transmog? That was it. A transmog item. Which makes sense with the transmog system, the current mask system that they've been using.
Proceed.
Kind of is outdated. So here's an interesting question that I proposed to all those who watch that. If you can create your own Halo coding or Destiny shader or both, what color scheme, metal
Come
or
visit
material
again.
types
Hello.
and textures would you use? Or want to see used?
I never imagined life without the forges. But I suppose they're still here. The foundation for the loom's technology.
Personally, I'm mostly happy with the black and gold shaders that I can get in Destiny. Although there are some things that they
Why should I
don't
fear
work very
stasis?
well
I've seen the light used by warlords and guardians alike. for evil and good. A new tool doesn't change the wielder.
No, they should. In fact, this is probably my most favorite shader anyway. If it was a coding, I would like it. Although, I do kind of feel
The
like...
loop was your creation as well as mine, Guardian. Thank you for your aid.
I don't know, maybe a more shiny, metally color for the gold or something would make it nice. Feels like something is missing on it, but I don't know what. But it does definitely feel like the All-Guard from the Sparrow Racing
Spider.
event.
How well do you know our
Destiny
mutual
1
friend? Not well
update.
enough, I'm sure. When the Traveler acts, the world changes. For some, it gets better, for others, worse.
Excuse me.
That's a pretty nice Sparrow. Unfortunately, most of the shaders kind of ruin it.
Never seen one of those. Always something new.
Like, I like this version of gold, how shiny it is. But, like, Skeletal, or was it? It's also, like, the right color, sort of,
See. Good luck out
but
there.
not as
Guardian.
shiny. I don't know.
Swear it was right here.
Where would we go?
Let's think.
Haven't seen this bad boy in a while. what to think of that one.
You don't look too banged up.
Honestly, I haven't heard anything about any god rolls popping up on either from Xur or the Gunsmith in a while, this except for the first couple of weeks. Not sure what's going on there. Now, normally I would go all out and at this point and do all the previews of the shaders, but I actually had some downtime and was playing Starfield before the stream, so for the first time in a week and a half. So I'm kind of tempted to just and more than kind of actually to just call it the end of the stream and get back into it. It's funny, the Game Pass is Ultimate Quest was earned, was it 350 gold in Dragon Age Inquisition? Don't know what I was trying to say. But I've owned Dragon Age Inquisition Ultimate Edition for about as long as I've owned my Xbox, honestly. Because I bought a used Xbox that basically came comboed with it, the Ultimate Edition in redeemable code form, and Mass Effect Andromeda bundle with even a multiplayer DLC. So I think it was a combination of Mass Effect Andromeda Deluxe Edition and Dragon Age Ultimate Edition or Complete Edition or whatever it was. And so yeah, I had that. I didn't have 2 at the time. Still don't have all the DLC for Dragon Age Origins, nor did I have Awakening at the time. But I had been playing Origins for a while. But I was tempted to play Andromeda because I enjoyed the original trilogy of Mass Effect, so I mean, I really like the multiplayer of Andromeda. The jump jets and jump capabilities are a plus. The controls in multiplayer are really handy. But the story just was left very incomplete. I got pretty much quarter way through and it was like so unfleshed out and incomplete. You get the twin sister finally awake and recovered, and that's about, well, and
Yes.
I played as male character.
Hello again.
And so I was really excited to have my quote-unquote twin as a fire team crew member, whatever. Only they didn't join my crew, so I actually went to look up when they joined my crew, only to be greatly disappointed that they don't. I discovered all sorts of potential in Andromeda that just went to waste. There was, I mean, there's so much that they could have done better. It literally feels like the story was what they were working on last, and EA pushed them out.
Come visit again soon.
Or pushed them to release the game in that incomplete state.
The pyramid's approach fills me with dread.
But then
Despite
again, I
being
hear that's part of the
surrounded by
reason why
guardians. I can't imagine
Are the main
what the
reason
Armory founders felt
why,
like during the collapse.
Anthem released the way it did and ended up flopping. The gameplay of Andromeda, however, was pretty damn good. Well balanced, well thought out. I think that's why the multiplayer ended up so enjoyable, honestly. Now, on to the main topic at hand. Because of what I understood about BioWare and the way their DLCs worked, and the way my experience with their titles, I was under the impression that to get the most out of the story, in the Dragon Age series, you had to do pretty much the same thing you did in Mass Effect Trilogy. You had to start from the beginning, otherwise you'll miss a lot of stuff. And even if you have that one DLC that lets you do the comic book versions of the choices from the previous games, it's not all of the choices available, so a lot's miss out. To get the best of the experience, you want all 3 games and all the DLCs. After experiencing that and going to Dragon Age, I thought the Dragon Age games were pretty much the same way. And although they're kind of that same way, there's major differences. Which I guess sort of makes sense in a bit. However, my main waifu, if you will, from Dragon Age Origins was Lena. Because I have a thing for redheads. I found out that essentially she's not a romance option in anything but Origins. Not Awakening, but Origins. And that trait continued all the way through the Inquisition, which is one of the deciding factors of why I never actually played Dragon Age 2, never played Dragon Age Awakening, never played Inquisition up until this point, up until that challenge. The character creator's like great compared to the Origin days. The graphics are polished and make Lena look really, really good from what you can see of her outfit, but the romance options, honestly, the only romance options that I've seen throughout the whole Dragon Age series that really strike me as any decent, unfortunately, are from Origins, and you can't have that carry over at all. So, and it ends up pretty much being, why do I care? Not just about the romance, but it just starts me playing in a situation like, why do I care what happens to the rest of the world? There's nothing worth fighting for to save it. And just pretty much end up getting bored of the game story as a result. And stop it. Now, that's mainly the way I felt when playing Inquisition. Again, I own 2, but haven't played it. And that's basically the way it is. Although, I think I would like to see Origins Awakening, the song DLC 2, and Inquisition re-released like they did with the Legendary Edition. But there's a lot of things I would hope that they go and fine-tune, fix, and change to improve the games so the fans actually get what they wanted. Like, for example, in Origins, dual wielding meant just that. You could use daggers or swords. They apparently got rid of that. As far as I can tell, nobody was happy with that design. Anyways, that's everything new on the Destiny side of things, as well as the Halo side of things. If they were both done by Bungie, it would be the Bungie side of things, as there's nothing really particularly new this week other than overpriced bundles with mostly junk yet again. There's nothing special to write home about this week. So, I probably won't touch Destiny or Halo, as after all of the friends that I had that once played those pretty much gave up on them. And in their current state with no new content, I don't feel inclined to play them solo. So, but then again, I am a person who has 5 terabytes of storage on their Xbox, with 70% of it filled. And 3/4 of that 70% is all multiplayer games multiplayer co-op that I have sitting on my Xbox to be able to play with friends. And, well, limitations of this generation and in the Xbox One generation, just, I don't know, makes it worth it, I guess. Anyways, until next time, everybody. Peace out.